We all have that one part of our body that we would like to either strengthen, tone, or just altogether make look better. Especially with the summertime coming, you're going to be wearing bikinis, shorts, tank tops, t-shirts. So we want to make sure that everything is toned, lean, and ready to go. So today we are going to learn on how to tone your legs and more specifically look at the move of a squat and versus the correct way and the incorrect way to do it, and how doing squats along with cardio activity and eating a balanced diet can all get you to having the body that you would like to have. So first we're going to take a look at form. So before we do any demonstration, we're just going to look at pictures of the correct way to do it versus the incorrect way. So the first way shown is obviously the incorrect way. If you look, her knees go above the toe line, which is an incorrect way to do a squat. Her chest isn't up, and her back is not arched at the proper angle. So she's actually doing more harm than good, putting a lot of strain on her knees, and now the focus is not on the glutes or the hamstrings or the abs really, it's just a way to cause injury. Whereas this person, if you look, they're forming a 90-degree angle with their squat, their knees aren't going above the toe line, and they have the correct arch in their back. So now all of the focus is on the abdominal muscles, the quads, the glutes, everything, which is why this is such a good move to use. And you also see different ways. Now obviously the deeper you get in the squat, the better it is for all of your muscles. They're more contracted, and essentially the longer you can hold it, the better off you are too. So this is one of my favorite leg exercises. I feel like it's one of those moves that gets everything all together. You get your glutes, you get your abdominal muscles if you contract them the proper way, and it's also a large muscle group. So anytime you work a large muscle group, it also burns cardio as well as strengthening, which is very important. So as I mentioned, it's compound, works a lot of different muscles. So essentially when you are doing a squat, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure that your knees don't go above the toe line. You want to make sure you're at a 90-degree angle, and you want to make sure your chest is up. You can hold weights on either side if you want to give it a little bit of resistance. You can hold your hands like this as shown, or you can turn your legs out this way if you want to get more contraction in your upper legs. It's all depending on where you want to feel the contraction and essentially what part of the leg you want to tone. So, again, we see more pictures of improper versus proper form. You see her back is arched. This causes a lot of strain on the back as opposed to the legs. So you're not doing much good. We also see the different forms of squat. Again, the arch that we're looking for. As I mentioned, there are different ways you can do squats. You can do one-legged squats if you want to put more emphasis on the on the calf muscles. You can do sumo squats where your toes are pointing outwards, or you can just do the traditional squat as mentioned there. You have weights versus no weights. Now Tabata intervals are also called high intensity interval training, which stands for HIIT. This is combining cardio moves with strength training. It's so that your body doesn't have time to adapt and your heart rate is constantly up. So obviously with your heart rate up, you're burning more calories and creating more muscle tone. So if you see, there are examples of Tabata exercises. Essentially it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So it's about 4 minutes because you repeat through 4 times. So one Tabata interval is one Tabata set is 1 minute, and then the whole interval is 4 minutes together. So you have a squat jump where you're squatting and then jumping upwards. That's the squat jump. And then for the low intensity interval, you could just do regular squats. Your heart rate will be kept up the whole time, which is how you burn lots of calories. Now, also another way to strengthen the legs is by doing cardio exercises. This is the treadmill, this is the Stairmaster, biking indoors, outdoors. If you want less intensity or less impact on the knees, I would require indoor training. It's going to be a lot better for you. And of course, you need a well-balanced diet. Any type of exercise can be totally sabotaged if you're not eating the correct foods. This means lean meats, eggs, protein. You want to bulk up on carbs right before you're about to do cardio exercises. That way the carbohydrates aren't stored as fat, but they're rather burned as fuel and used to create more muscle mass. So you have different types of good carbs, because there are good and there are bad carbs. So you have, bad and good proteins. You have fruits, vegetables, nuts, chicken, beef, eggs, Greek yogurt, a really good form of protein, peanut butter, all that kinds of good stuff. So just to review, the best way to get toned legs is to do squats, do cardio exercise, and eat a well-balanced nutritional diet. And also, if you are feeling like you don't have enough energy, you don't have enough motivation to complete this, grab a friend, do it with somebody that you really trust. It makes you accountable for it. It makes you less likely to slip off and not complete the diet. That's it.
Yay!
Wow,
Very good. It was good. It
That
was
first
very
goal,
good.